Yo, check it. This that southern shopping screw vibes. DC to H-Town, we got the wave. 2 dope marks live.
With the 2 dope marks, bringing the heat every night. Shopping screw flow, putting Raspman in the spotlight. From DC to Houston, we ride or die tight. 2 voices, 1 passion. Keep the
Welcome, everyone and all, to the home of Go Girl Wrestling, Tudo Marks, and welcome to the Tudo Marks Arena, because we got a special guest in the building. He is a mixtape legend, yes. He is the longest reigning Pan-African Diaspora World Champion. He is somebody who went coast to coast, state to state, city to city, ghetto to ghetto, backyard to backyard, as one Pusha T would say, on grinding, putting on for us, and as D would say, he beat some little boy ass at Fight Club this past Sunday.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead.
The only Suge D, Suge Dunkerton is in the arena with us today. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I only have to make one correction. Trisha Dora on paper is the longest reigning champion at like 5 years. Like I don't think nobody's gonna top that no time soon. I do have the record for the most defenses though. Because before I ended up dropping the Kaun, I put in 20 defenses in 640 days. So that equals out to almost. Actually, I'm doing the math in my head. It's pretty close to almost having a defense every month.
Yep, 32 days. Yeah. Every 32 days you defended that title.
Like I was getting busy. I needed to be out there and whatnot. But other than that, like everything else is on point. We're gonna talk about this whole grown man and beating on little boys situation, all that stuff. Please, the allegations be allegating. Okay, but yeah, I'm very happy to be here with you guys today. Thank you for having me.
Oh, but so for those who are unaware, D was in Cheverly this past Sunday. He checked out Flight Club. Our good friend of the show, Chaz, unveiled the Young Simba title after he got that damn suitcase thrown at his chest and had to reveal it. At the same time, what was the cookout was supposed to be the Wrath of Kaun, in which he was going to go and get his rematch for the Pan-African Diaspora World Championship against Mr. Kaun. However, Mother Nature said, no, that can't go down like that. So, before the Wrath of Kaun became the cookout and all things afterward, what are your thoughts considering that it took an act of God in some sort of way to keep you from getting back your title?
Whew. Dude, look, people know my feelings about Kaun. For anybody that watched it on our show, I feel like that was and that's taking nothing away from his build, his acumen. Just he's out there against world-class competition. When he is on AEW, and then he's also been sent out along with his tag team partner to a lot of great places internationally and a lot of good competition as well too. But anybody that watched that match, I feel like it's more of I think it's the textbook definition of I beat myself. He didn't beat me. But regardless, champ is champ. I'm not here to complain. The biggest thing I've been trying to get back to is my rematch. And I guess I wouldn't trip so much about it if it weren't for the fact that so look, y'all know what kind of time I was putting down. That's the reason why I'm not expecting anybody to put the time in that I put in. But it was important to me to make sure that I was going to every possible area where there was talent that was worthy of being in a world-class world title match. And that reign wasn't so much just about me trying to put some luster and prestige on the Pan-African Championship, but it's also to spotlight the fact that we out here in Indiana, we out here in Chicago, we out here in DC, we out here in the South, we out here up north, wherever I can find it, California, everything. And my thing with Kaun right now is it's like, you know, you've been real comfortable having a Roman Reigns schedule. You know, I just noticed it's like, you know, matches get booked, you can make it. You know, matches get booked, you not available. You know, sometimes it's Tony, sometimes it's not. I'm not here to talk about your contract status or your lack thereof. Everybody knows where you're at. Two things are factual to me though. Much like in the rap game, just because you got a label don't necessarily make you the best. And at the end of the day, whether it's the ring or it's the cipher, you know, either that bell got a ring or the beat got to play, and we're gonna find out who does what when these situations come. You know, when the light go red, we're gonna find out who does what. So he got me, and I have to accept that. But I don't know how real it is until we do it one more time. And yeah, Mother Nature saved his ass. That's the best way I can tell you about it. I would have been hooked up by crook trying to figure that out, especially in a home away from home with DC. But we'll just have to see. I guess we'll have to have his people call his people, and my people will call my people, and you know, it feels like boxing at this point, man. Like trying to put a fight together.
Yeah, it's feeling like Pacquiao versus Mayweather before they finally got it done in 2012. Speaking of your a rapper just on the label, I'm gonna be a little shady just because I like being a little shady, a little instigating. Would you say that he is the drag on the Rough Riders in this situation?
Oh wow! Oh shit!
Oh, there's a number of YNs that are gonna watch this program that have no idea.
Who is drag on?
They got no. I'm not gonna say that about Kaun. I'm not gonna say that about Kaun at all. Like that's definitely not. I don't think that's the situation at all. What I do think though is
salute to Down Bottom, by the way. Sorry, I got to think like, wait, drag on yeah, so he had a slap. Wait a minute,
you good, baby. My thing about him is I think it's convenient. You know, it's like I don't think he's necessarily ducking a fight, but if things work in his favor, where he's still getting the ass some time, and he can say, "Hey, I didn't do this," or "Hey, like I couldn't make that because of this, or I couldn't make that out of that," and it's pointing to somewhere else. I don't think he's necessarily like against it. So you know, like I'm just saying, there's gonna have to come a time, and you know, I just hope when that time comes, I'm across from him, and we're gonna do the thing because you know, there's Broner that still wants another piece at him. You know, if he contends, you know, Calvin Tankman was supposed to have his match with him. That never happened at Ashe. And then, of course, my rematch was supposed to happen at the Wrath of Kaun. And then when everything got rescheduled, the Wrath disappeared and it became a cookout all of a sudden. So, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the cookout, like, I don't know if you tasted the food that they had there during the show. The brisket.
I ain't had time.
Fantastic. Man,
see, that hurts me the most. Hurts me the most. I didn't have time.
Listen, the pork brisket, beef brisket, macaroni and cheese was yeah.
See, you see what I sacrificed for y'all entertainment? Do you see what I sacrificed for y'all's entertainment? It's fine.
So it'll be a decent plate, hopefully, in Charlotte at Ashe.
Yeah,
this weekend.
So while I was eating the brisket, you was whooping some little boy ass.
This is man,
come on now.
Setup, by the way,
Keyshawn Colors is of age. He stepped to the plate. I stepped to the plate. That's my first time finding out about him as well. I think he's got like a year in the business. From where it stands,
only a year for real.
He's really had a year, and it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like he has some rookie mistakes, but like it was a hell of a showing on his part when it was all said and done, you know. And I think Billy Dixon had a point about the fact that we're kind of in an era right now where we got some guys that have been there for a minute, but then we got some guys that are kind of fresh faced to the scene, and some of them are ready to go ahead and try to snatch some of those spots. So I think we're in a time where we trying to see who trying to step to what. And I like the kid's moxie, you know. So he didn't get it this time, but I think he's got the potential to be something bigger and something great. I just hope he sticks to trying to get those reps in, trying to develop. We had a really good conversation in the back after everything was all said and done too. I want to see him do well. I want to see anybody do well that wants it and wants to do it the right way.
Shout out to Keyshawn Collis. So fast forward, we were talking about before we started recording some of your favorite people on the indies. Like who are some of your favorite folks to watch? Like dive in. Like if you gotta skip working out or warming up to watch their matches if they're on the same card as you.
Who the rare occasion, like, you know, we talked about that. The rare occasion I get to see Trish do anything like in long form. Especially if she step out and she does take an indie date. I like to see what she got going on always, because she's got plenty in the bag. It's just she's not always able to put the bag on full display. But you know, she's always gonna be one I keep an eye on. I'm making sure ain't nobody around.
The feds
I will never admit this to his face. I will never admit this to his face. Darian Bankston be on some stuff from time to time. However, I am a card-carrying member, first class, emerald package hater of Darian Bankston at the same time. So he will never get that from my mouth. I will never agree, but I will watch his stuff because usually I'm guaranteed to see something that I have never seen before, and that's good. We need a lot more of that in this business from time to time. Other than that, to be honest, sometimes it's not even individual wrestlers I'm watching. It's collective packages of things. I will give one more individual shout out though. Bojack.
Yeah.
Can we cuss on this show?
Yes. You motherfucking right.
I'm a cusser, but I try to be good about that kind of stuff. But I have to cuss when I'm talking about him. My nickname for Bojack is motherfucking Bojack. Because every time I watch a Bojack match, he does something I have not seen before or would have thought to do before. And literally, it's like I've seen a bunch of Bojack matches. I'm always going to see something different. So it really popped me recently when they did a spotlight on Bojack. And there were so many people chiming in talking about how good he is. I heard through the grapevine he actually had a little dark match dealio at NWA recently. And I hope that's not like the last dark match or look that he gets from any company, because he's unique. He puts on every time he's in the ring. And like I said, he's just got his head on straight. He really wants it. But as far as products, man, I love watching any kind of product right now that's trying to do something different. Like I like TBD. I like you know, of course I'll pay attention to like what Action or TWE has got going on. But I like good international stuff, like international flavor. Like I still pay attention to what's going on in Tidal, when which was a company I held a championship for when I was in the UK. I still pay attention to a lot of Japanese promotions that are around the way, especially Kyushu Pro. That's Tajiri's newest promotion that's over there. They have some very interesting styles of wrestling. And then in America, New Texas is fun to watch. And another one that I've really been kind of tapping in on that's been like, oh, like y'all got some stuff going. Believe it or not, NWA Exodus. Because I started watching it. I started watching it because of Pretty Boy Smooth, who I kind of mentor a little bit, but they actually have a very solid product, and it looks like something that should be on TV. I wouldn't even call it. Well, I'm not gonna say independent stuff ain't worthy of being on TV, but when I talk, it's polished. That's what I mean to say. It's polished. Right. It's very good looking. I like watching it, but I watch everything because I think if you're a good wrestler, good performer, it's almost like being like a stockbroker. You need to pay attention to the market as a whole and see what's out there and know what's working and know what's not working. So you know what you can do and how you move towards the market or where you sit in the market too.
A student of the craft.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think I stick around this long if I don't, you know?
True. Very, very true. I mean, again, the man has been busting his ass from the south to the north to the west. Whomever will, let's say, yo, we want Suge in the building. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna give y'all a show. So, with that being said, a show Sunday. I'll check. You and a person to be determined later. I don't know if it's Tony from WWE 2K. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's Stretch from NBA Street. I don't know who this mystery partner is.
So it's an intergender tag. So it's got to be a woman. It's got to be a woman because it's Joseline and Isaiah across from me or whatever it is. Which reminds me, Littlefoot, stop calling. I got your calls. I got your texts. All right. Like, I know you're not used to people telling you no. I'm telling you no. I got it. I'm gonna find something. I got it.
So my question here,
shout out to Littlefoot, man.
I love her hustle, but she dramatic, man. I can how Kodak Black say, I need a little baby that's gonna listen, man. I can't have that on my team. I can't have that on my team. She gotta be able to listen, dog. She gotta take instruction.
Considering who you going up against on Sunday, I understand. I would have advocated for a loose cannon, to be honest with you, just to throw they off their game, but I understand.
Nah, but you got to see what we across from right now. That's wholesale ass whoopings they giving out, and we talking about her and him. So, like I said, I need somebody.
Yeah, they are the Costco ass whooping.
Look, I've been in the phone. I'm waiting to hear from 2 or 3 little prospects. This gonna be my last plea if they watching this show right quick. Listen, y'all know Suge. You know Suge good for it. I'm a professional. We can make some big things happen as far as it goes. I just need y'all to pick up that phone and I need y'all to dial or carrier pigeon. I even still got a pager activated. You can hit me up on the pager or whatever it is. And don't forget, back in the day, I used to have the direct phone number to me, which was 706 555 555555. Just keep dialing fives until I pick up the phone. All I'm saying is I need somebody. We need to get this thing together so we can make this tag situation work. I'm not gonna get embarrassed again at Ashe. I'm not doing it. Call me.
Please don't get my man embarrassed. Please don't.
Lots been going on, man.
But I'm curious though, because your career so far has not been many of embarrassment. It's been a lot of enrichment and putting on and also doing the damn thing. Again, you have a Pan-African World Diaspora title in your collection because of what you did with the title.
Oh, this whole thing, man.
Yeah, that old thing.
That one.
Number 9 on the BRP 50 for 2025. Top 75 in the PWI 500. That is literally more than 3/4. 1/8, really.
There were some people not happy about it.
Of course it's not.
That sounds like a them problem and not a you problem.
1000% sounds like a them problem, not a you problem.
You know what it is? It's, again, another rap analogy. As I've gotten older, I'm starting to notice this more and more, whether it's like movies, it's rap, all this other stuff like that. So you got 2 sides to any business, and there is the major label, and then there's the stuff that happens underground or independent. What I've found and what I stick to is that it's very rare in the same calendar year that the best that is recognized on a major level is the best that's recognized on an underground level. Or usually, like, the most popular person is not always the best person, and the best person is not always the most popular person. And it's very rare when the two are actually the same person. Because, like, we've seen situations where it's like, okay, well, John Cena was making all the money and he was on top. But if we're talking about who was really putting on the best matches, it might be somebody that was overseas, or it might have been somebody that was doing rec centers or what have you. Right. It's very rare when it's the same person. I admit probably the biggest eyes I had on me was the whole Pineapple Pete situation. Moment in time, have fun, made some money, was what it was. I think those who really know how I get down, whether it's the overseas stuff, whether it was the stuff with freelance, like you know, I'm not one to brag on myself, but at the same time, it's like, look, they have cage match for a reason. Go look up my resume. I've been doing this. I've carried companies when they've been on top. I've carried companies when there was barely anybody in the seats until we got back on top. Like I know how to pull my part and to pull my part on a roster. And when that responsibility came down to be Pan-African champion, I was like, okay, Trish carried as far as she could carry. We need to remind people why this is special again. And as a recognized world champion, which again might rub some people the wrong way, it's like, that ain't on me. I can't help that it's recognized as a world title. I remember seeing a tweet one time where somebody was like, I can't believe we live in a world where Wheeler Yuta, because he was a former IWTV, like an independent wrestling champion, and myself are considered world champions. Well, yeah, we are. Like, live with it. It's something that we had to do, and it's not just something that we had to do. There is a lot of blood, sweat, sacrifice, all that Ric Flair stuff that goes along with that. Like, you know, what's the Kobe thing? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. So you wasn't with me in the cars and packing into them planes and having to skip stuff that I wanted to be there for to make sure that people knew that this wasn't a joke of a title, that it had the caliber of matches that it needed to have, to the point where a Kaun wanted to challenge for my title and got it. So, all of that means something to me. And for all the people that are grinding independently, whether they make it to a contract or they don't, I don't ever want them doubting their self-worth just because they never signed a piece of paper. And that's huge to me. And I'm glad that PWI is kind of starting to come around to that, and BRP as well too. The fact that, hey, there's some hitters out there on the indies, man, because there used to be a time you open up a PWI and you could be getting beat like a drum on TV every week, and you would still get guaranteed like top 150 because you're on TV. And it's like, nah, like, I don't think it should work like that, man. I don't know. And they decided the same thing. So here we are.
Yeah.
So I got a question. You mentioned the Pan-African Championship. So I got it's twofold. It's twofold. I consider you if I look at the United States title, Lex Luger was the one that held it at the biggest name. Lex Luger, Sting, Arn Anderson, etc.
Absolutely.
But the last person that put like a big name on it was John Cena with the Open Challenge, right?
Right.
So I compare you to the John Cena of the Pan-African Championship. I asked the question of, what does that championship mean to you?
Oh boy. What it means to me is something that an idea actually becoming reality, and you having to enforce that reality. And I'll get what I mean by enforce that reality in a second. I took my first bump at 17 years old, and that was in 2000, and giving my age away. That was in 2002, and man, I remember when it was like, you were lucky if you saw more than 3 black people on the show. If there were 2 black people on the show, either you were wrestling each other or you